Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So first of all, I want to just let everyone know that the NAP competition is back open for everybody. Free members, premium members, pro members, everybody can get involved. I've released a few videos showing how to do it. If you're still stuck, get in contact, send me a DM, send me a live chat message and I'll help you get back involved. We are going to run a little spot prize competition tomorrow. If you enter the competition, you'll be in the draw. How do you enter the competition? Follow the instructions. What can you win? So, one player will win the weekend of ratings, so they will get Saturday and Sundays, which is obviously great for the derby. One person will win a week's worth of ratings. That will include Saturday and the following Saturday. So Saturday the 3rd and Saturday the 10th, all the way and all of the ratings. And one person will win all of June ratings. So it will be announced tomorrow evening sometime. So you'll get the rest of Fridays and all of June's. Just by getting involved in the NAP competition, you'll be in the draw. You don't even have to find any winners. Just get yourself back into the NAP competition. Why should you get involved? There's some great prizes to be won. From cash, free bets, winners mugs, and we are sourcing some new prizes as well. And the good thing about our competition is our leaderboards update almost live. This race was scheduled off at 3:05. If I just load up this picture, you can see Charlie, my boy, won the 3:05 race at Newton Abbot. By 5:17, that result was already in, and the leaderboard had already updated, and Mike Shaw had already gone up to 115 for the day after 2 losers and a winner. So, 14 minutes after the race was scheduled to be off, the leaderboard had updated and you were able to see it. You don't have to wait till the end of the day to see the leaderboard. You don't have to guess who's winning. You can see the leaderboard update, the weeklies, the monthlies and the dailies update almost live. You know, there's about 10 minutes delay. Okay, so let's move on from the NAP competition. Let's talk about the racing tomorrow. And I want to... another quick shout out. Tomorrow's ratings are free for everybody. So you'll be able to access them. Just go to tomorrow's racing and you will see that the ratings are available for everybody. Free members as well as premium and pro. If you can't see them, again, get in contact. You may just need to log into your account to see them. So let's talk about my thoughts for the day. I'm going to start with the 2:35 race. Premium and pro members will know who I'm going to talk about here. There's 3 in this race that I've highlighted, 2 for this race and 1 for another race, but I want to explain why I'm strongest on one of them. So those 3 are Ross Collin, Revich and Fantastic Fox. Now, the one I'm quite keen on here is Fantastic Fox. And although he's been drawn in 13, he was slowly away last year, he was held up at the back and finished strongly. So I don't mind the draw. The draw's not really an issue for me. 13, he can just drop in behind and hopefully Asheen can run on strongly late on. Why do I prefer him over the other 2? So Ross Collin has some good form, is well handicapped, and I thought if he'd been running in the 7 furlong race, he could be trying to win that race, turn up to Royal Ascot with a penalty and still probably win or go close in the Buckingham Palace Stakes. I think he will go close in that, but I'm not sure that the mile trip is quite what Ross Collin wants, and I just think he might start just finding it a bit tough late on. So that's why I'm not as keen on him. Revich, so last year Totally Charming beat Revich with Fantastic Fox back in 3rd. Revich was running off a mark of 95 that day, and Fantastic Fox off 98. So Revich was getting £3. Tomorrow, Revich is running off 98 and Fantastic Fox is running off 93. So Fantastic Fox is getting £5. So there's actually an £8 swing there. And if you actually watch the race back, with a clear run, Fantastic Fox beats Revich. So with that in mind, even with a clear run off those weights, I feel Fantastic Fox would have beaten Revich. So the fact that he's now getting £8 as well, I think that will really suit him, and I think he's the one that I'm most keen on out of those three that I do like in this race. I think both the other two will run well. I can see Revic possibly running a place, whilst Ross Collin might just start stopping towards the end of the race. I hope he doesn't go too far back, because I would like to see him in the Buckingham Palace Stakes. Off his current 95 mark, I think he's very, very well handicapped. Just not sure this trip really suits him. So the first horse I like is Fantastic Fox, who is currently available at 13-2. Moving on to the 345, there's two that in this race that caught my eye, and they were Cadillac and Masakela. And I've stuck with Masakela here, again for Oisin Murphy. Hopefully he can get off to a good start tomorrow at Epsom. This time last year plus 1 day, he was actually finishing 4th in the Derby. Granted, he was well beaten, he was 8 lengths behind, but he was beating the likes of Changing the Guards, Stone Age, Nahani, Nation's Pride, El Habib, Sonny Liston, Royal Patronage, Walk of Stars. Good horses were behind him. A reproduction of that run, surely he runs really close here, Masakela. He's dropped in the handicap. He's dropped from a high of 108. He's now running off just 99. So he's £9 lower than what he would have, or he's actually £8 lower than what he would have run off in the Derby if it had been a handicap. He was rated 107 that day. But we know he's got the Epsom form. I think that's really key for this race. We know he will appreciate the track. I think he'll appreciate the trip. It's a much easier race than the Derby, obviously, compared to last year. And he's been quite highly tried since then. It was only 4 runs ago, that he was running in Group 3. 3 runs ago, he tried taking on Adiyar. This season, he started off in a Group 3. Again, quite highly tried. Yes, it was a handicap last time. I'm hoping that was more of trying to find out a bit more about him and work out where they are. Rob Hornby was riding that day. I think it's a very positive booking with Oisin Murphy on board the Andrew Balding trained Masakela. We can actually see if we go along here. Oisin, yeah, absolutely fine at the track. Rob Hornby is actually very poor at the track. So hopefully Masakela is a good one for us there. He's a big price really, 12s, 11-1. He's 11-1 available pretty much everywhere. 2 more that I'm interested in. So the first one is the Oaks itself, and I can't get away from that performance from Save for the Last Dance at Chester. I thought it was super impressive. Won by 22 lengths. Okay, that's impressive in itself, but she was running away from them. She looked like, I think she was off the pace and off the bridle early because of the ground, not because of she needed further. So I really believe that she's going to take all of the beating here for the O'Brien Moore combination. I think she's going to prove that she is very, very good. I thought it was interesting that they gave her 1 run last season. She finished 5th. They looked after her. They didn't try and win silly maiden events. Brought her back this year to win a maiden when beating Boogie Woogie and Azat, Azazat. Azazat has come out and won. She's comfortably won a maiden since. I think it was a good maiden anyway. Save the Last Dance was good winning there. I think the Triple Suit, I really think she's the one to beat. And I know she's priced accordingly, 5-4. I think she is the best horse, and she will prove to be the best horse and the best filly in this race. I mean, that 157.2 is a huge figure. And as long as Ryan potentially, he might need to get after her a little bit earlier than some of the others, but that long straight at Epsom will really suit her, and I think she'll be running on strongly and flying away from them, to be honest. Final one I want to talk about is in the 5-10 at Epsom, and it's another short one, but it's another one that I can't see getting beat personally. It's Whole Green, top rated, ran a 149.5 last time, finishing 2nd in a listed race, but was beaten by Angel Blue. I think that's good form. Alma Beer back in 3rd. As I said, I think it's good form. She's only a 3-year-old. You look at some of her previous form, Her second to Cold Case was a good effort. A third to Cold Case and Alpha Capture in a his third, to Cold Case and Alpha Capture in the 300,000 2-year-old stakes at Doncaster. Another good effort. I think he's very, very solid, and it's very interesting to see that he's still a colt. I know so is Streets of Gold. I don't have Streets of Gold as good as Holguin, and I'm hoping for another winner for Oisin Murphy. What's that? Is that 3 that we like him for? 3 races we want Oisin Murphy to win. And who's he on in the Derby? The Oaks. In the Oaks, he will be on Running Lion. Let's hope that's the only one he gets beat on tomorrow. Yeah, I think Holguin should take all of the beating here. And at 11 to 8, I think it's roughly the same price as Save the Last Dance. You could always put them in a little double if you wanted. I think both of them will take all of the beating. So there's some thoughts for Friday. I'm big fan of Fantastic Fox. Draw shouldn't be an issue. Should be running on strongly. Hopefully Oisin Murphy gets a clear run. Masakela, this is a massive drop in class compared to this time last year. I do like this time last year form. Has been highly tried since. Hopefully last time was just a fact-finding mission, and they've booked Oisin Murphy, which I think is key. I think Save the Last Dance wins the Oaks. I think she demonstrates that she is the best filly around at the moment in 3-year-olds over this sort of trip. And Holguin, I think this is his time to get back to winning ways. He hasn't won since winning on debut, but I don't think it's through being ungenuine or anything. He's just been in better races than this. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you all get back in the NAT competition tomorrow. And remember, the ratings are free for everybody.